So this evening I'm going to go through and take this locomotive here. I bought it as DC, changed it over to DCC, but ran into a problem with it. So I sent the decoder in and it's now returned. So I'm going to show you how to put a DCC decoder in. This is a Microtrains F unit, FT I believe. So we'll start with taking this off. Now, when I put it back together, I had the engine, and then I had the light shroud, and then I had the coupler, a separate unit, so pull all those together. Step one, we'll pop the shell back off again, and it should just, if I put my fingernails under here and spread, yeah, it comes apart. And I've already done the work in changing this out. Normally the board that sits in here, you put capped on tape over here so that the motor tabs here and another one on the other side can be powered through the DCC unit. So we'll take this out now once I find the end to the bubble wrap. Sticky bubble wrap. Okay. And yeah, Digitrax, it's about a month I guess. Sent it in, they sent me back a replacement. So here's the replacement board. And when they do that, they send some capped on tape with it. So I just want to take that off. As you can see, I've already got tape on mine, so I don't need to use this, but I will save it for later usage. Nice strip of it. I'm just going to stick it on my cutting board here. I have a self-healing cutting board. I have a couple of strips of capped on tape on it, and I just cut off pieces when I need it. Now all that needs to happen is this guy, which has capped on tape on the bottom as well to insulate it from here, just has to go and slide on here. The only thing you have to be really careful of in this case is these little tabs have to slide between the plastic here and the motor mount there. And I'm just double checking here to see. Yeah, in order to get those out, you'd have to take the whole thing apart, and I'm not about to do that. So now the one thing that you may or may not notice is here there's a little bit of capped on tape, and that has to fit right there. So in order to fit over there, I got to remove that tape. And then the whole board pulls back, as you'll see. So it's got to fit like that and then pull back. So step one will be to cut that away. I'll get my handy little cutting block out here. And I think I changed the blade in this guy relatively recently. We'll just let it hang over the edge like that. Try not to cut any fingers when I'm doing this. Yeah, there's that piece away. Throw it in the garbage can, don't need that anymore. Then do the other side. Okay. Try not to be in the way, but I am right-handed, so there, and that got that out of the way. We'll toss that in the garbage. So that should now be good enough to slide on. in order to slide it on, I found in the past you have to kind of, well, first off, make sure this will fit. And yep, it will. So angle that down, and now it's kind of a worry job to try and get this in on both sides. So I'll do a little push on that. The other side is already lined up. It's not quite lined up. Oh, there, that's a little better. Except this side isn't lined up now. So, as you can see, it's one of those. There, that's that side lined up good. Click down now. The whole thing has to be pulled back or pushed back, because these contacts have to slide in there. And I can see this guy isn't too keen on doing that. Yeah, that got him back of it. Try again. Ooh, moving back. Yep, everything's staying in contact. Continues to move back. Yep. The board is now as far back as it's going to go, based on where it is there, where it is there. That's nicely centered on the other side, pretty much. Yep. So those are well centered. Okay, hooked up on the programming track. Let's turn on track power, and let's select a new locomotive, create it manually. Address 3, that's all I want. Do a tick on that. And let's first of all see, there we have lights. In forward, and in reverse, no light. In forward, light. If I give it a little bit of power, it goes. In reverse, it goes. Okay, so it's had overnight to dry, so we took these windows and just put some sheet acrylic in, glued that in, and now we'll see whether this fits in okay or not. Click, click, click. Yeah, everything fits in great. It doesn't fall off, which was the issue before. So now we're back to the last step, which is put those in my parts bin, installing the coupler. Opening up the hole so the screw will go in. Once that's started, There we go. Seems to work fine. Put this back on the track, make sure it all works okay. Yeah. Going forwards, going backwards, and that seems to be working fine.